So Task Force Recon is a emerging and developing concept that has been conceived through various MEF division level exercises that have been conducted over the past few months. It's really been in response to Future Force 2025, as the Commandant's directed and as the Marine Corps looks at optimizing the force and the MAGTF for the future fight. We have brought together capabilities from within the division and throughout the MEF and put them under a single task organized force. So what we're achieving here are two things. We're developing a concept that can be employed on the battlefield today, while also setting a foundation, a fundamental foundation for inclusion of other emerging capabilities for the fight for tomorrow. To truly test it and work it for synchronization, cohesion, right, we got to get out in the desert, we got to do it in the dirt. Because in simulation, everything's perfect, right? The weather's perfect, comms work perfect, vehicles don't break down. That normal friction that you're going to experience on the battlefield. So what's made it unique and what we're using Steel Knight for as a mechanism, as a venue, to at least start the fundamental experimentation. The thing with Task Force Recon is we continue to evolve this. As the Commandant says, change, evolve. We've got to evolve. We've got to position and get Marines the information where they need to be at that point and place of friction. And I think as a result of that, and how the Marine Corps is looking at it, and the direction of the Commandant, and the direction of our 1MEF Commanding General, and also specifically Major General O'Donoghue with 1st Marine Division, fight with the equipment that you have, look at the threat, understand what a peer adversary is, understand what a hybrid threat is, and for us, since we fight in the security area, this is exactly what we're doing. So there's a lot more to be done. It's not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction. So Steel Knight is, I believe it's the 7th largest exercise in the Marine Corps. It's been done for decades, right? Various degrees, forms, shapes, and fashion. And CALFEX is just one facet of Steel Knight. Steel Knight encompasses a broad range of actions, both real and virtual, through the duration of this. CALFEX is all activity that's being conducted aboard 29 Palms. CALFEX is aligned underneath a single regiment, in this case 1st Marine Regiment, Incheon. And everything, like I said, is done live fire. So now CALFEX is broken up. You've got the live fire portion of it that will occur up to 72 to 96 hours. And then we'll transition into a force-on-force exercise where Task Force Recon, Wolfpack, 3rd LAR, will go against and throw down against 1st LAR that has also the same or like capabilities. So we're also using Steel Knight as that venue, as that mechanism to test Task Force Recon, but now it's a force-on-force exercise. Live fire is good. It absolutely is good. But when you are going against a living, thinking, breathing enemy that has the same capabilities as you do, it ups the ante, and it continues to push it to that tactical edge. And a lot of good and great lessons will be learned from that. So when you talk, the objective, what we're wanting to achieve with Task Force Recon is to fundamentally experiment with interoperability, synchronization, coordination, and employment of all those assets that I've talked about. There, we can see, does it work? Does it make sense to put 120s in an AAV? Maybe not. All right, but what we got out of that was from a staff and employment perspective. Does it make sense to put LAD, low altitude air defense capabilities, all the way down to the company level? Maybe not. Maybe it does. So LAVW, ground sensors, we've got a Javelin team from Victor 3-4 that's helping us out. So to answer your question directly, it's going to give us a solid foundation of what's been conceived in the virtual world through wargaming, concept development and design, through critical thinking. Get it out in the dirt here. So the end state with Task Force Recon now is, yes, it makes sense, or this is what we've learned from it. And then this is just one step in many other steps that will occur as we go through the experimentation plan for future training events.